So we are working on our psoas. Now you might ask, what is a psoas? Well, the psoas is one of the most important muscles in our body. It's probably the most important other than the heart. And where it is, it connects the upper half to the lower half of our body. It originates on your spine, right between your thoracic and lumbar vertebra. It hugs your spine, wraps around your diaphragm, and comes all the way down the front, in front of your hip area, and attaches to your thigh bone. And it's a big, big muscle, and it's responsible for every time you move your legs, you're using that muscle. But also, that muscle gets stressed. But do you know when you carry stress, your neck and shoulders usually get stressed, carry stress. Well, that muscle, believe it or not, also gets tense when you're stressed, and people don't even realize it. So, in order to, I want to show you how to find your muscle, but most of the stuff we're going to do today will be to help strengthen the psoas, and also if it's tight, it'll loosen the psoas. And because the psoas is attached to our diaphragm, the deep diaphragmatic breathing helps stimulate that area of your body because it comes right up to your diaphragm. So let's sit up nice and tall and start with our breath. And maybe close your eyes. Think about your breathing in and out slowly and fully through the lungs. Feel your diaphragm contract with every breath. The diaphragm will push down. It's the dome-shaped muscle. It'll push down when you inhale. Come back up when you exhale. And think about breathing to the back of your lungs. Pretend you have wings. If you just think this, it'll happen. Pretend you have wings, and when you inhale, feel the wings on your back open. And then when you exhale, feel the wings on your back close, just like big angel wings. Inhale through your back of your lungs. Spread your wings. And then when you exhale, your wings get folded again. I think all of us are angels, and we do have wings, we just don't know it. One more deep breath in at your own pace, exhaling very slowly. Watch your breath. We need this every day, several times a day. And please, let's take a deep breath together and Om in. Om Balu Sakaru Bhagavan Ki. The divine is the inner teacher. Okay, thanks for being here. So we're going to start just with a spinal warm-up for our asana practice. Sitting up nice and tall, and take your hands to your chest, palms together. Inhale, push up your fingertips. Exhale, let your right hand drop down, left arm beside the ear. So we're going to start very fluidly right now. We're not going to hold this. Push into your right hand, come back up. Inhale, push up. Exhale, left hand comes down, and then you bend to the left. And then push into that hand, come all the way back up. Inhale, push up. Exhale, down to the right again. Push into the right hand, come all the way back up. Inhale. Exhale to the left again. And then push into your left hand, come all the way back up. Inhale, push up. Exhale, right hand comes down. This time we will hold this for 3 long, deep breaths. Inhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale 3. Inhale 4 as you push into your hand and come all the way back up to Namaste hands. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Right arm beside the ear for 3 deep breaths. Okay, reach back up. And arms come down. Sorry, just had to close the door. And sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, twist to the right. We're only going to touch down. Our hand on the thigh, the right hand behind, and then open the arms and come back forward. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left, just touch down. Hand on the thigh, back up. Left hand behind, and then open again, and then twist again to the right. A dynamic movement, just touching down, and then open, twist again to the left, touch down, open, twist one more time to the right, touch down, open, one more time to the left, touch down, open. This time we're going to go to the right. We're going to hold this for 3 big breaths. So your left hand's on the outside of your thigh, right hand behind you. Your spine is vertical as you twist. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. And as you inhale 4, you're going to reach your arms forward back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. And we'll hold this for 3 deep breaths. Inhale 1. Keeping the spine vertical. As you twist, inhale 2. Inhale 3. And then slowly back to center. So I'm going to show you now how to find your psoas muscle. It's not an easy muscle to find because it's deep, it's really deep in your body. But here's how you're going to look at it. You're going to lie on your backs, and you're going to feel about, so the psoas goes in a diagonal from right around your belly button toward your leg because it attaches to your leg. So a little bit below your belly and a little bit to the side towards your thigh. You're going to push in that area really, really hard. You've got to really go down in there to find it. And then you're going to take your leg and go up with it and down, and that's going to be flexing that muscle. Okay? So just try that. Try that on your own. And you may or may not find it. Try one side and then the other. But it's just very, very deep muscle. And it's like a rope. It feels like a rope. And I always find it up one side better than the other. You just go slowly with your leg and up and down, and then maybe you can feel it contract. And the reason you want to, I just want you to do this so there's a mind to muscle connection as we do our asanas together. It's a mind to muscle connection. And then once you've done it on one side, see if you can find it on the other side. And again, maybe you can't find it at all. That's okay. But at least you sort of know where it is. That's much that you have to really press down hard.
I can feel the edge of it there.
Okay, that's good. Okay. All right, so while you're on your backs, we'll stay on our backs to do some abdominal work. Start with your legs long on the mat. Legs long on the mat, and then bring your right knee into your chest. Lift your head and shoulders, and take your fingers and lightly place them in the back of your head. So you're not, don't pull your head, just rest your head into your fingertips, very, very lightly, so you're not straining your neck. And then the next thing we're going to do is push your lower back into the mat as you lift your left leg off the mat about eye level. And then breathe a few times here. Really push the back into the mat and breathe. And don't pull on your head, just rest your head lightly and breathe. One more breath here. And then slowly bring the leg down and bring the foot down and extend both legs long.
Bend the right knee, oh, so that was the right knee. Bend the left knee into the chest. And then roll your head and shoulders up. And take your fingers to allow your head to rest on your fingertips. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, push your back into the mat as you lift your leg about eye level, your right foot about eye level. And then breathe. Really push your lower back in the mat. Breathe. Big, deep breaths. One more. And then slowly let your foot down and extend both legs long again. We'll do both sides one more time. Take a deep breath. Bring your right knee to your chest. Roll your head and shoulders up. Fingers behind the head. Inhale. Exhale. Push your lower back into the mat. Lift your left leg to eye level. Breathe. 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 Make sure your neck's not getting teethed up. One more breath. And then release back down to the mat. Extend both legs long. Take a little break before we do the final side. Inhale. Exhale. Left knee comes into the chest. And then your head lifts, shoulders lift. And then take a deep breath. As you exhale, push your lower back into the mat. Lift your foot to eye level height. I can't remember which way we're doing, but I think you guys know. One more deep breath. And then exhale, bring your feet down to the mat with bent knees. And then hug both knees into your chest. Roll onto your spine. Release your back muscles. And then we're going to do one more abdominal work. The psoas is part of your core muscles. So you're working your psoas when you work your core like you're doing now. The psoas is so important for your core strength, but also for your hip flexors. That's why this muscle is so important. It does two big portions of your body. So with your knees hugged into your chest, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, you're going to lift your head and your shoulders just like you did. Take your fingers behind your head just like you did. And then push your back into the mat just like you did. But this time you're going to extend both legs out at either eye level or above, whatever is good for you. The lower you go, the harder it is. So if your back is lifting off the mat, make sure your legs can stay high enough so that your back gets pushed into the mat. And breathe, breathe, breathe. One more breath. And then put your feet down, hug both knees into your chest, release your spine. We'll do that one more time. So it's important that you only get your legs high enough so that your back does not pop up off the mat. If your back is popping off the mat, keep your legs a little higher. The lower your legs go, the harder it's going to be. So depending on what kind of challenge you want. All right, ready? Take a deep breath in, bring your knees into your chest. As you exhale, lift your head and your shoulders. Bring your fingers behind your head, and then put back into the mat as you slowly extend your legs to whatever level you can to keep your back into the mat and breathe, breathe, breathe. Don't pull on your neck, just let your head rest there so you're not using too many neck muscles. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And release your feet back down, hug knees into the chest. And then roll over onto one side. And then come into table. Or actually come up onto the knees. And then from here, we are going to take our non-dominant foot forward. For me, it's my left leg. And then we're going to stand up without any touching with the hands. Good. So what we just did there is that's the whole psoas. It just did all of that for us. Just that big step is the whole psoas working. So this is a little test to see how tight or weak your psoas is. It's a balancing test, but you don't have to balance with it. So if you, I'll show you what it is, but if you want to get against something to take the balance out of the equation, go ahead and use the wall. You're not going to hold on, you're just going to use it, just your fingertip, just for balance. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be lifting whatever leg you want to start with. You're going to lift it high, your knee high, up, 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 up. And then you're going to get it as high as you can, and then let go. And I'm going to time you, so don't start yet. I'm going to time you. So again, so if you want to take balance out, then you can put one finger on the wall, like this. I don't have a wall here, but just like that. Just to take balance out of the equation. And then I'm going to time you, get your knee up as high as you can. So I'll tell you when to go. Is everybody ready? Zoomers, you ready? Okay, ready. Bring your leg up, and then go. Try to hold it there. And don't forget to breathe. Get it up as high as you can. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Just get back into it. And let go of the knee. You gotta let go of the knee. Yeah. Okay. All right. Stop. That was 30 seconds. So here's the key. If that was easy, I know the balancing is a challenge. That's what I'm saying. If you want to take the balance out, you can go to the wall. If that was easy for you to hold your leg up like that for 30 seconds, then you have a pretty strong psoas. Doesn't mean you can't be stronger, but it's strong. If it wasn't easy at all, or if you couldn't hold it at all, you have a weak psoas. So this sort of gives you an idea. We'll switch legs. And again, don't hold on. If you're going to go to the wall, just put your finger there just to take the balance out, just so that you're not thinking about balancing. That's all you need to do. Just and see if you can just keep the leg up. And I'll tell you when to go. Ready? And go. Bring the knee in as high as you can. Let go of the knee. Don't forget to breathe. A few more breaths. And release. That was 30 seconds. So it gives you an idea how strong your psoas is. Okay, let's come back. Or you can stay where you are because we're going to do another balance. If you want to stay near the wall, you can. We're going to do tree pose. And I'm going to time this one as well. So you recall what tree is where you take your standing leg, you cock the other knee out. So this is working your psoas two different ways. This one's opening that area, and this one's contracting the area. So you have an opening and a contraction of the psoas muscle, and then you can just come into your tree. And if you want to grow your branches, but I am going to time you. So get ready. Ready, set, go. And if you lose your balance, just get back into it. More breaths. One more breath. And release. Good. So that was 45 seconds. So ideally, you want to try to hold this up to 2 minutes if possible. We'll do it the other side. Shake everything out and switch your legs. You probably started with your strong leg, is my guess. So, like I always do, I'll tell you when to go. Ready, set, and go. Just avoid pressure on your knee. Really cock that knee out to the side. more breaths. One more breath. And release. That's a very good thing for leg strength, psoas strength, core strength, and balance. It's a wonderful, wonderful pose. Okay, so now we can come back to our mats. And just come forward enough so that you have room to step behind you. Have your blocks handy. Does everybody have blocks, right? Okay, in Tadasana, mountain pose. Think about your spinal alignment. We were talking about our knees the last couple of weeks. Being misaligned in your spine easily can lead to knee issues and hip issues. So you have to remind yourself what your straight spine feels like. Your head directly over the shoulders, chest open and forward, shoulders down from the ears, belly in, thighs are rolled in slightly to activate your leg muscles. Your feet are parallel to each other, hip width distance apart. Good. Couple of breaths here. Inhale, bring your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring your palms together above your head. Inhale, push up. Exhale, crescent to the right. Inhale, back to center. Push up with your fingertips. Exhale, crescent left. Inhale, back to center. Bring your arms to the T. And then Anjali Mudra. Inhale, up. Exhale, come into your chair. The ultimate leg and core strengthener. They call this fierce pose because it's fierce. So think about rotating your thighs inward. Make sure that you have equal weight in both feet, in the front of your feet as well as the back of the feet. Tailbones down so you're not overarching your lower back. Breathe a couple more breaths here. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale into the T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, come into your chair. Now your chair pose, your arms can be up beside your ears if you like, as long as you're not crunching your neck, or they can be in front of you. It's more challenging to keep your arms up. So I don't want to sacrifice the pose by putting your arms up. If you can keep the pose longer by putting your arms in front of you, go ahead and do that. And then breathe a couple more breaths, sit deep in your chair. Take your hands on your thighs, inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs, flatten your back so that your body's in an L shape now. Spine is long. And then bend your knees. Slowly come all the way up, inhale. Exhale, Anjali T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up again. Exhale, come into your chair. Inhale, open your arms to a T while you're sitting in your chair. And then twist to the right. Take your left hand on the outside of the thigh and you're going to reach behind you with your right arm as far as you can go. And breathe as you twist. And keep your chair deep. And then come back forward into your forward chair. Inhale. Slowly rise up. Exhale. Arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, open, arms in a T. Keep sitting in your chair. And then twist to the left. Right hand comes on the outside of your left leg as you reach behind. Inhale as you come back to center. And then slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms in T. Anjali Mudra. Pause back into Tadasana. Realign the spine. And then we'll continue on. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, come in the chair, and then come all the way down with bent knees. Bring your fingers down, keep your knees bent, and maybe even rest your belly on your thighs. Take your left hand onto your right shin or ankle, and then lift your right arm to the side as you slowly straighten the right leg. You want to keep the left knee bent. And breathe. One more breath here. And then bend your right knee back. Dangle your arms into orangutan arms. This is what I call orangutan arms. And now grab your elbows while you're here. And then just twist your body from left to right gently, holding your elbows. So your belly still can rest on your thigh. And then release your elbows. And then grab your elbows again. This time put the opposite arm on top. And then just hang gently again, swinging a little bit to the left, to the right. Back to orangutan arms. And slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale into the T. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, come into your chair, and then all the way down with bent knees, rest your belly on your thighs. And then with both knees bent, take your right hand onto your left shin or ankle. And then open your left arm as you straighten your left leg. Keep the right knee bent. One more breath here. And then exhale, rebend your left knee as you bring your orangutan arms down. And this time we're going to keep our fingers on the mat lightly as we walk our hands to the right, twisting our body, and then walk them back to center, and then continue walking to the left, twisting our body, and then I call this the moonwalk. Come back to the center again, and then go to the right, walking your fingers on the moon, and then come back to the center, and go back to the left for the moon on that side, the dark side of the moon. And then slowly come back to center, and then bend your knees, and very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. How you doing? All right. Okay, back to Tadasana. Let's pause for a breath or two before we move on. I'm going to put all of that together in one flow. Inhale up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up with your fingertips. Exhale, crescent to the right. Inhale, back to center. Separate your palms, come into chair as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands on your thighs, straighten your legs. Flatten your back, stretch your spine. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your fingers all the way down to the mat. Rest your belly on your knees. Take the left hand on the right ankle. Right arm opens as you straighten the right leg. And then that right hand comes down. Come back up from chair. Open your arms. Take a deep breath. Exhale, twist in your chair. Take your left hand on the outside of your thigh. Right hand's reaching behind you. And then slowly come back forward into your chair. And then rise up. Exhale. Arms in a T. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up with your fingertips. Exhale, press it left. Inhale, back up. Separate the palms. Exhale, come into chair. Inhale. Exhale, hands on the thighs. Straighten your legs. Flatten your spine. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands all the way down. Rest your belly on your thighs.
Take your right hand onto your left shin or ankle. Inhale, open your left arm as you straighten your left leg, keep the right knee bent. Inhale, exhale, come back down into chair. You're going to rise up into your chair pose. Keep in your chair. Inhale, open your arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the left and take your right hand on the left thigh as you reach your left arm behind you. And then come back to center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms in a T. And then back to Tadasana for a couple of breaths. Realign the spine. Release any tension in your neck. And then inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold all the way down. Inhale here. Exhale, step your right foot back to a high lunge. So in a high lunge, you want one hand on either side of your front foot, and your front knee should be lined up over the ankle. And here is optional if you want to use blocks here for your hands. And then we're going to put weight into our right hand and twist open to the left. Inhale. Exhale, that hand comes down. And then step your left foot back to plank. Plank is one straight line from the tip of your head to your heels. Your butt's not in the air and your belly's not sagging. One more breath here. And then the knees come down. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to bring your chest forward between your arms into upward facing dog. So you're going to push your shoulders away from your ears. Push your chest forward. And then push back to table. Tuck your toes. And then push into your downward facing dog. In downward dog, I will remind you to put equal weight in all 10 finger pads. Bend your knuckles slightly so that you can really push into your finger pads and the base of your palm. Squeeze your forearms toward each other. Your thighs roll in toward each other slightly. Good. All right. Take a deep breath as you lift your right leg up behind you. And then this is the hard part. Exhale and swing it up between your hands or pick it up and put it there. Somehow get it up there. Good. So you're in a lunge now. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, step your left foot up between your right, next to your right foot. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms in a T. Take your time, Betty. You'll get there. Inhale up. Exhale. Forward fold all the way down. Inhale here. Exhale, step your left foot back to a high lunge. Hands could be on blocks here if you like. Put weight into your left hand. Inhale. As you exhale, twist open to the right. One more breath here. Exhale, that hand comes back down. Step your right foot back to the full plank. Wrists underneath your shoulders. Make sure your butt's not in the air. Make sure your belly's not sagging. One straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. Inhale. Exhale, knees come down. And then shift your chest between your arms. Push your hands into your mat so your shoulders come down from your ears. Think about stretching your neck long like a turtle. And then push back to table. Tuck your toes. Take a deep breath. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up in the air behind you. Exhale, bring it up between your hands. Back to the high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot up. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms
CT, Anjali Mudra, and then pause into Tadasana. Reestablish the length in your spine, shoulders down from your ears, head on top of the shoulders. Very, very good. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold all the way down. Step back, both feet back to downward facing dog. Pause here for a couple of breaths. Spread your fingers wide, push into the finger pads, push into the base of your palm. Squeeze your forearms toward each other so that your shoulders roll out away from each other. Bend the knees so that you can stick your butt way up in the air. Yeah, good, good, good. Just let the head go, heading up between the arms. Very good, reaction here. And then bring your knees down. And then sit back to child pose. Oh, finally. So here you can rest your head on something, anything that you want, as long as you're resting your forehead on something. And you can either bring your arms in front, extended child pose, or you can bring your arms beside your body, palms facing up so that your hands are resting beside your feet with your palms up. And that just gives you an opportunity to release your wrists a little bit by opening and closing your fists, circling your wrists. Couple more breaths here. And then table. Blocks. Place your hands on the blocks. And bring your right foot up between the blocks. So that one block is on either side of the foot. Good. Okay. So if this feels okay to your, pad your knee here too, because we're going to be underneath for a little bit. So if you use padding normally, Station, you use padding right? Is that you okay? Everybody else okay? Okay. So if this is okay with your knees, try walking your foot forward about 8 or 10 inches, your right foot, and then re-bend that right knee and lift your left foot off the mat. Keep the foot flexed. So doing that, you might feel that you're rolling on top to the above your kneecap. Can you feel that? All right. It's taking the pressure off the kneecap itself, so the weight is on the kneecap. And then trying to keep your leg there, maybe bring your foot down and tuck your toes. And now you have that big quad stretch in your left side. So get light in your fingertips, and then come into Anjaneyasana. Your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. If this is too much for your knee, you can bring that knee forward a little bit more. Reach back, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down onto the inside of your right leg. And this is where your blocks can come in handy. We're going to walk the right foot out and then come into our lizard pose by coming down onto our forearms. So you can use your blocks here with your forearms. You can stay up on your hands. That's another option. You can come down to your forearms on the blocks. And if you have super good hips today, then you can come on down to your forearms without the blocks. But the thing is, you want to try to keep the knee somewhere near your shoulder, and you want to keep the foot either in line with your head or forward of your head. And then push back up to your hands, and then walk the foot back in. Reframe the foot with your hands on blocks or not on blocks. And then we're going to bring that knee back to table. Right knee comes back to table. And then the left leg comes up to the hands or on blocks.
And then again, if you want to stretch the quadricep a little more, walk your left foot forward, lift your back foot and roll onto above your kneecap to give your quad a little bit more stretch, if that works for your knees. If it doesn't, just keep your knee where it was. And then slowly bring the toes back down and then come up into Anjaneyasana here. Lean back, open the chest, look up. One more breath here, and then the hands come down onto the inside of your left foot, and you're gonna walk that foot out into the lizard pose, using your forearms as your blocks, or staying on your hands, forearms on blocks or forearms on the mat, whatever suits your body. One more breath, and then slowly push up. Walk the foot back in, and then bring your knee back so that you return to your table pose. From table, take a deep breath. Exhale, bring your right knee in toward your chest, and then kick your right leg straight back out behind you, and then bring your toes down. Extended with your right leg extended. Walk your foot over to the left and look over your left shoulder to see your tail. So we're going to do a tail swinging exercise. So we're going to lift the right foot, swing it all the way over so it's perpendicular to your body and touch down. And then we're going to lift it again and then swing it all the way back to the left, looking over the left shoulder. We'll do that a couple more times. So lift the foot, swing it around, plant the foot, lift the foot, swing it back to the left, touch down, look over your shoulder. Lift the foot, swing it all the way around, touch down on the right, lift the foot, swing it all the way around, touch down on the left, look over your shoulder. One more time, lift the foot, swing it all the way around to the right, touch down, lift the foot, swing all the way over to the left, touch down, look over the shoulder. And then walk the foot back behind you and bring that knee in. Take a deep breath with flat back. Exhale, left knee comes up to your chest. Left leg lengthens behind you, left toes come down. Walk the foot to the right for our swinging tail. Look over your right shoulder, lift the foot, swing it all the way over, touch down. And then lift the foot, swing it all the way over, look over the shoulder. Lift the foot, swing it all the way back, touch down. Lift the foot, swing it all the way around, look over the shoulder. Lift the foot, swing it all the way around, touch down. Lift the foot, swing it all the way around, look over the shoulder. And then walk the foot back straight behind you. And then bring the knee in. Take a deep breath, sit back towards your heels. Just one more brief child pose here. And then please push up back to table and come seated. On your bolster if you like, a blanket. Staff pose, Dandasana. This is where we're in an L shape with our body. Tilt the pelvis forward. That's why it's good to sit up on a little bit of elevation so you can tilt the pelvis forward and feel your lower back have a neutral lumbar spine. Shoulders down from the ears. Belly in. Feet are flexed. Engage your leg muscles by thinking about, you're not going to lift your legs, but you're thinking about lifting your legs. And that will engage the leg muscles. And these leg muscles are what's protecting our knees. And then breathe a couple of breaths. Make sure that your head's not jutting forward, that it's right on top of the shoulders. Make sure you're not leaning back, but you're more vertical with your torso. David. Just a little bit forward. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bring your right knee in. Bend your right knee, bring your right leg in. Take your left arm, hug the right knee into the chest. Inhale, right arm comes forward. Exhale, twist all the way around. Using your left arm as leverage, your right hand's going to plant on the mat behind you. And you're using your left arm to twist. And then just relax in this pose for a few breaths. Keep the left foot flexed and the toes pointing up. Keep that leg active. The muscles remain active in the left leg. You're not wasting your time with the left leg here. You're using it too. And every time you exhale, get a little bit deeper in the twist. Make sure that your spine is vertical. Take a deep breath in. Exhale very slowly. Come back to center and then extend that leg back long. Reset the spine in Dandasana for a couple of breaths. So your pelvis is tilting forward, lower back has your neutral lumbar, shoulders down from the ears, chest forward, head on top of the shoulders. Your torso is vertical, feet flexed, feet flexed. Big breath in. Exhale, bring your left leg in, bend the left knee. Right arm hugs the knee. Inhale, left arm forward. Exhale, twist all the way around. Plant your left hand behind you. Keep your spine vertical as you twist. Your right arm is hugging the knee to help you twist even more. And don't forget to keep your left leg active by keeping that foot flexed and contracting those muscles. And breathe. One more big breath in. As you exhale, bring your head, shoulders, chest around. And then reestablish your Dandasana straight spine. Reset. I call this resetting the spine. Keep your legs active, feet flexed, knees up, feet up. A couple of breaths here. Make sure your pelvis is tilted forward. All right. Bend both knees in toward your chest. Grab your knees and then tuck your chin and bring your forehead to your knees and tuck your tailbone underneath. Push your spine backwards so that you're opening your vertebrae toward the back or toward the back of the mat. And lift your head. Plant your fingers behind you with your fingers pointing towards your feet. And we're just going to open our chest up to the ceiling. And then come back upright. And then please now come onto your backs with your head facing towards me. Grab a block. Then bend your knees. Lift your bottom, place a sacrum on the block. Now, before we lift our legs, I want you to try this and see if this works for your body. Some people love it. I love it, but not everybody will love it. So with your sacrum on the block,
extend your legs long on the mat. And then bring your arms over your head, palms facing up. Now, if this bothers your back, you can do this without the block underneath your sacrum. This is the block gives you a little extra stretch. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, bend your right knee and clasp your fingers around your right shin and hug the knee into the chest. And then release your leg long on the mat again. Bring your arms overhead again, palms facing up. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, bend your left knee into your chest, clasp your fingers around your left shin and hug the knee into the chest. And release that leg down. And now you can bend your knees and either keep your knees bent with feet on the mat in a supported bridge, or now you can go into your waterfall pose if you like, with your legs floating in the air effortlessly. Please very slowly lower your legs. Lift your hips, remove your block. And then get into your favorite Shavasana. And as you relax, focus on your breath. Deepen your breathing. Soften your belly. And then bring awareness to your psoas, that all-important muscle that we worked hard today. And see if you can relax it. Just if you think about it, it'll happen. And then soften your belly and your chest. Release all the tension in your shoulders and your neck and your jaw. Relax your mind. And enjoy the next few moments of inner bliss and solitude.
Please bring your awareness back to your breath and deepen your breathing as you gently wake up your body, making small movements. And please very slowly bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And in doing so, you are sealing off the hot masculine side of your body, bright and fiery. And you're exposing the feminine side of your body, cool, dark, and calm. And that calmness will carry you for the rest of your day. Please very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push to seated, facing me. And if you would like, please join me with the closing chant. Loka samasta sukhido bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Knuckles to my forehead honors God. Knuckles to my chin honors you. Knuckles to my heart honors myself. Namaste. And Jai Yogis.